is quite long, and finishing with a question mark. So, by my personal opinion, there should be no question marks here. Evil has declared war on our civilization. But this attempt is especially relevant for all of us because in the condition of global coexisting, no country is isolated. And considering the weapon of mass destruction and the latest technology developed for killing people, this attempt might be the last one. There is no third way in current conflict. Someone from us will have to disappear, and there is question mark who. So this panel will share their thoughts on this subject with especially honorable speakers. Is Luček, the president of Paneuropa-Austria, Mrs. Walburga Habsburg, Vice President of International Pan-European Dietmar Pichler, expert on foreign interference and anti-Western propaganda. So we'll follow the same format of our panel. Since we have 3 speakers, we may extend and to give maybe up to 8 minutes each of you. And then we'll come back with the questions and the discussion to follow. So, thank you. Can you? This is perfect. Okay.
Dear friends, let me first of all tell you how delighted I am to be here, because I think it's so nice to be together in a group where everybody is trying to be activistic for their political aims. It's so fun, because I was discussing at home with my son, and then said, look, politicians, what are politicians really doing? I said, are they only lying the whole day on the sofa and trying to catch up or sleep? I said, no, not really. Politicians are sitting in interesting panels, learning every single second some more, traveling around and meeting new people. And I must say that's precisely what I feel when I'm together with you since 2 days. Thank you very much for giving me so much sort of ideas and energy. Thanks for that. I think it's very important. Then let me quickly draw a line. You understand, I'm the Vice President of the International Pan-European Union, and we were speaking in the panel before ours about decolonization and so on and so forth. And I was thinking about one thing. My father, as you know, was a member of the European Parliament, and in his very first speech that he held in Parliament, he was advocating for putting the question of the Baltic states under the decolonization subcommittee of the UN. And I must say, I'm not a big lover of UN. I think UN is a completely administrative tiger. But I mean, if you can use it for your own aims, please go ahead and do it. And the good thing is that this idea of this became, in a way, detached from the big, colossal UN, and people were talking about it. And to my biggest delight, there was a big conference in the Baltic states where my cousin, who is the Hungarian ambassador at the Holy See, was participating as a speaker. And he was saying, it's so interesting, do you know that every single speaker at this conference spoke about your father's idea to put the question of the Baltic states under the decolonization subcommittee of the United Nations. And I must say, that's very good. And it somehow became detached from his speech, became detached from the European Parliament, and it became a part of our daily preaching as Pan-Europeans. And I think that's something that we can sort of learn from and go on with, to see that not only the Baltic states, but much more of this map here is going to be treated with the subcommittee on decolonization of the UN. And I mean, it's very interesting. And then the other thing is that we Pan-Europeans, when we were starting with our Pan-European ideas, the idea of uniting the European peoples and nations. We were always saying that countries that have colonies cannot participate in a unified Europe because they have so much to deal with in their own rights. They have no capacity of participating the good and probably in a united Europe. This is why we Pan-Europeans always said, okay, we have to rethink all that, and we are going to rethink it as soon as Russia gets decolonized. This is one of our Pan-European most important ideas. Thank you so much.
Thank you.